So class 10 students, today we have seen about the paragraph and the pre-tag. Now today we will see about the heading tag. What are the heading tag? I will show you by the notepad. So we are talking about heading tags. HTML provide 6 heading tags. These are H1 to H6. Look here, H1 heading tags, H1 closed, H2 heading tags, H2 closed, H3 heading tags, H3 closed, H4 heading tags, H4 closed, and we have a H5 heading tags, and we have H5 closed. We have a H6 heading tags, and we have a H6 closed. These are the 6 heading tags. How we will use? I will use the H1, then between the H1 opening and H1 closing, I will place the content that we have to display. Same as it is, we will use the H2. Same as it is, we will use H3, H4, H5, H6. We have a 6 heading tags. What are the differences between these 6? The font size of the H1 is a larger, then H2 has a little bit smaller compared to the H1, same as it is. H3 is also smaller little than H2, H4 is smaller than H3, H5 is smaller than H4, and H6 is the lowest larger font size of the headings. If we are talking about the ascending order, it will come H6 to H1. If we are talking about the descending order, so it will come H1 to H6. Ascending order means you don't add, na? Smallest to biggest. Here, lowest to bigger. Yeah, smaller to larger. So same as it is, we have a what? H6 means smallest, H5 little larger than H6, H4 is a larger than H5, H3 is a larger than H4, H2 is a larger than H3, and H1 is a larger than H2. Here one example I will show you. Program 1.html, and I saved on the desktop, and I will open here program 1. Look here, this one is H1 tag, this is H2, this is H3, that is H4, H5, and H6. So these are the heading tags which we have to use in our computer. Now we are going to discuss about attribute of H1, attribute of H1 tag, and attribute of P tag. What is the difference between the paragraph and H1? H1 means ordering, it is a heading. Heading can be more than one words. Heading can be one words. And paragraph means it can be consist one line, more than one line. Yeah, maybe the 4 or 5 words as it is. We have to arrange. We will see later. So here both have a one attributes. That name is a align attribute. The full form is a alignment. Alignment means placing the text into any direction. Sorry to the mistake. Any direction means left, right, or center. So these are the left, right, center. These are the value of the align. How we will use? Suppose in our web page, HTML head, and we have a title. If you have to write the notes, whatever the previous I have written, please go back, pause it, and write the notes. Today we are going to see alignment of text, and I will close the title, and then I will close the header tag, and then I will open the body tag. And here suppose I want to show H1 computer application, and I want to close the H1. I will close here the body tag, and then I will close here the HTML tag, Control S. Now F5. By default, the H1 will place the text to the left side of your screen. If you want, it may show to the center. If you want, it may go to the right side. So here inside the H1, I have to use the align attribute. H1 align is equal to right. What I will write here, right, and it places to the right. Clear? If I want it may come to the center, I will write the center. Dear students, please see the spelling of the center here. You are habited to write C-E-N-T-R-E, but here we have to use C-E-N-T-E-R. Remember always. And then this, sorry, center I have not closed. Look here, it came to the center of this. Same way, if we have a paragraph and this is HTML class, our student are learning paragraph and heading tags, and I'm closing paragraph here, and by using the H1 I have written here computer as application subject, and I closed here the H1, and after that I displayed here. Both are displaying into the which side? Left hand side. If we want it, one may, this one will go to the center, so I will write here H1 align is equal to center. Look here, it may go. If you want this paragraph, it may display from the right hand side. So what I will do, align, spelling is A-L-I-G-N, align is equal to right. Look here, this one will display from the right hand side. You can display more than one text. Okay, here no need to close, right, more here. Heading tags are 6, that are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. We have one attribute of H1 and P tag of heading and paragraph tag is align, and align have three values. These are left, center, or right, and justify. Four values, sorry. We have a what? Four value. Left, center, right, and justify. Look here. It displays from the right hand side. You can also display it from the left hand side. By default it is a left, so if you are not using align, it will come to the left hand side. You can also display into the center, is a center. If you want it may change the line from everywhere, so what will I use? Where line we have to change, there I will use the BF. Look here. Okay. Now see here. One more tag the HTML compiler they are providing, and these are, suppose we have a more than one text and that we are displaying by different tag, and we want all the content of the different tags it may come to the center. For example, h1 I have used, again I have used here h6, and I have given the heading, paragraph, and heading. Then again I am going to give this one by the f5, h5 definition. A definition simply we have to write. So here I will close h5, and here I will close h6, and we want all it may come to the center. So we have a one special tag, that name is the center tag. Center open, and look here. First, before you, without using the center, I will show you here. All are into the left. If we want it may come to the center, I will use here center tag. So all the content it will come to the center until we will not close. If we want after that all it may come to the right side. So here I will close the center, and then again I will write this is a text that will not display to the center of the screen. Okay, others all are displaying to the center. So this is information about that one, about the heading tags, about the paragraph tag, and about the attributes. Later on we have to study about the CSS. We can make more beautify of that text, means the text whatever displaying we can decorate it by using the CSS. One small example I will show here. CSS will start with the style tag, and which tag we have to write, you have to write the name, and suppose I want to give color, so I will write here color is equal to red. So where you have used the h1 tag, computer automatically it may display to the red colors. If you want it may give some border style, suppose border style I want to give here double, and I have given here border size, yeah, border width. So here I have given 45 pixel. Look here, it will come like that. We can decorate also. You can use or give. You can also give here background color is equal to red. Yeah, green. So background will also attached. So this is just CSS. I will teach you after this HTML. So given you can design your tag more beautiful, you can design your text more beautiful, you can give lot of styles to your all the things. Okay, so now we have to use here h4 because border style you can give here insert, and size give only 4. Okay, now we have some more tags which we have to know. We have to know first about the TT tag. The full form of this tag is typewriter tag. Typewriter tag. It display the text like typewriter is typing. Look here, and again I closed here TT tag, and I written here in the simply this is a text that display in your computer. So both differences you will see here. Look, this is a typewriter tag as a typewriter is typing, and this is a normal text at the computer display. So if you want to give the effect of the typewriter styles, so you have to use here TT tag. Already I have explained about the big and small. So I have a one more tag that name is a strike. Most of the time you have seen the cost of laptop is reduced from, and they are showing here this effect strike 45,000 strike close to 10,000. Look here how to display. Sometimes your display not even middle line is passed through to the text, that is called as a what strike. I will increase the font size here, so I will write here font size is equal to 12. It will look more bigger. Look here. Some you have seen the Amazon lot of commercial websites where it may display the cost like that. Okay, the old cost is being cut and the new cost is displaying like that. So if you want to give this effect, we have a which tag? We have a what strike tag. So what are the definition of the strike? I will show you. H1 heading, and I have to write here strike tag in the format strike. But if you want to display, so we have to write here LT strike and GT. And here we have to write this tag, display the text in a such manner, in a such a way, one line is passed through the middle of the text. Look here, strike tag. Tag display the text in a such a way one line is passed through the middle of the text. Example is this one. Look here. Now we have some more tag which we will see. I will explain the font tag later on because it is later on. We have a tag like super, and we have a tag that is a sub. What is a super? Full form of this tag is superscript. It display the text above of baseline. Like you have seen the a square, b square. So 2 where it is written a square above of the a. So if you want to give that style, so that is called as a what? Superscript. And the full form of this tag is subscript. It display the text below of the baseline. Like that chemical formulas, like that chemistry you have seen H2. So where is the 2 written? Down. So I will show example here. If I want to show H2 like that, so I will write H subscript 2 and I will close the 2. Then again I have to write here a square and I will close the super. So let me to increase the font size, it will be visible to you also. Look here, H2 and a square. So this 2 is called as a subscript text and this 2 is called as a superscript text. A square, so 2 is a superscript and H2 it is called as a subscript. In the chemistry you have seen it is written like that H2O. it will display. And in the mathematics you have seen, let me to change the line also, BR in the starting and in the last. Look here, you have seen in the chemistry H2 is written like that. Let me to write H capital in the chemistry formula. Yeah. And in the math you have seen A square plus B square 2 is equal to, in the bracket, A plus B whole square super 2 super minus 2AB. I think it is a formula. A square plus B square is equal to A plus B whole square minus 2AB. If you want to display like that, so you need to use the superscript and subscript. So thank you students for that class.